Okay, we're back. And this is our dough. It turned out beautiful. It's nice and hardened. So basically I'm going to cut it in half and use half of it. Because this is my 10-inch pan I'm using. Or 9.5. It's a nice deep one. See, that looks really nice inside there. Now this other piece of dough, you could either make something with it, or you can even put it in the freezer for later on when you need it. Doesn't matter. Just going to work this a little, not much though, just a little bit just to get it loosened. Flour down. A little bit more flour. Get the trusty rolling pin. Give that a little bit of flour too. And just start rolling it out. It's really nice when it kind of turns all on its own. It's really cool. Now the pie dough, you want to get it as thin-ish. You want it thin, but you don't want it too thin. Like you want it about maybe a ½ inch or so. Because you don't want it to go through the stuff to go through the pie. But you do want the pie to be solid, especially when you're serving it up.
I'm so sorry, my finger was there for a second. All good though. All good. I fixed it.
It's all good.
Not used to recording on this phone.
Yeah, she's using her new phone instead of her old phone, which is all good. Okay, now there we got it. That's about the thickness that you want it, which is about a half an inch or so. And you make sure that when you roll it out, it's bigger than your dish, okay? Because you need to get it in here. And the easiest way for me to do it, I do this, bring it up. Should have used the other handle, which I am going to use, because that handle's kind of broke. There we go. Put this under here. Or use your gut, that helps too. Throw it on there. You're going to bring it right down to the bottom. Make sure you're bringing it all the way around. Make sure it's solid. And man, that looks gorgeous. Beautiful. And you have all this extra left over, which is awesome. And get a trusty knife, because we are going to put beautiful edges on this. But right now, we're going to cut off this extra with the knife, just going like this. Some people, don't like doing that. They just crimp it all up. But you do whatever you want to do, because you're the one creating in the kitchen. Okay? So that looks great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crimp it like this. Which is basically, you just put your two fingers, like your thumb and your finger like that, and one finger go like that. And then you have little sculpted edges. Almost like if you got it at the grocery store. But this is better than the grocery store, because it's homemade. We know what's in it. And it's amazing. And we go choo, choo, choo. And when I bake this, I actually bake it on a cookie sheet, especially if it's a double. If you're making 2 different pies, I bake it on the cookie sheet because the filling might overfill, like fall over. So now we're going to take our beautiful filling that we got all nice and looking good, yummy. And actually, I'm going to open up the oven. It's not a stove, it's the oven right now. And I'm going to pull this out, throw this down, not throw it down, place it down. Because I find it a little easier to do it this way when you're putting it in the oven. Just pour it right down inside and see. Well, you really can't really see because there we go. Get all in there. There we go. That's okay. So now that's all set, ready to go. And we're going to put it in the oven for 50 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes. And you cook it until a knife goes through and it comes out clear. So once that's done, we'll be back. Hi, we're back. And it's out of the oven now. It took about 10 more minutes to cook because it is such a larger pie. But as you see, I did put the knife through it. It came out clean. Now just something to point out. If you don't like your crust this dark, what you could do, you could put tin foil around it before you bake it and it won't get that dark. So, just so you know. And since this actually does have to cool before we even cut it to eat it, maybe later on, after I post the video, Marley and I will take a video of us actually digging into the pie and I'll add it on to it. Because right now I really can't cut into it at all. So happy Thanksgiving from us here in Cape Breton. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I know myself, I'm very thankful for having Marley to do the video as well as help eat the stuff that I make.
Anytime.
I figured she'd enjoy that.
Yeah.
And of course for all of you for watching, tuning in, and I hope and pray that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and you try this yourself. Be creative in the kitchen. Use your imagination. Let your kids help you. Just enjoy yourselves and have more fun. Happy Thanksgiving and we'll see you next time.